Self-care is great, and I know a lot of us are working on developing our own self-care practice for ourselves, and we see a lot of information out here in the interwebs about micro habits. And the micro habits are great. They're little things you can do that over the long haul make a really big difference. But in this video, I want to share with you a macro habit that I've developed for my own life that has made such a huge difference. And it might help you as well. So we're going to talk about this macro habit that I've started and help you get started if it's something that you want to do for yourself as well. Now, if the term macro itself scares you, it's like, oh my God, Laura, I don't have time for micro, now you want me to do macro. Stick with me. It's not as macro as you think, and I've definitely got some tips for you. Hey, my name is Laura, and I've been a life coach for over 30 years. And I do something a little unique in that I incorporate yoga and life coaching as well as some essential oils into all of my programs to deepen your transformation, speed it up for sure, so we can work on all levels of our being: physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual. It's pretty powerful. And what I want to share with you today is something that I talk about with my students and clients a lot, to really help them with the whole process of transformation. Now be sure you stick to the end, because I've got a first step for you to take. So let's talk first about self-care. If I didn't mention it, because I'm not sure I have, the macro habit that I have been doing for some time now has to do with self-care. And I just want to have the same foundation for self-care, because I am working on self-care as being that which you do that fills you up. The actions, the activities, the habits that we have that help you fill up, that help you keep your cup full. Now, most of us understand what I'm talking about here. You know, when your cup is empty, that is when you are completely drained and you have no energy for things, and you have no bandwidth for things. You tend to be a little short-tempered, not even 10, you really do. And I know I can speak for women everywhere, and I'm not saying men don't do this, I just know women better than men, that we can run on an empty cup for days, weeks, months, even years. There are times when my kiddos were little that I can tell you I knew I was running on empty, and I just didn't feel like I could do anything to fill myself up. And honestly, it took quite a bit to fill myself up, because I was so empty. Not only was my cup empty, but it had holes in it, right? So it was just really hard. So when I start working with a life coaching client, the first thing we do is we look at their self-care. Because if you think of self-care as your fuel, okay, your energy, it is sustaining you where you are right now. When people come to me with life coaching, the reason you clicked on this video or podcast episode, right, was because you are ready to change something. You are ready to shift. You can't do that with the energy you have. The energy you have can only sustain where you are now. And I want you to really think about that, because it is such an important point. So the first thing I do with my clients is we review their self-care, and then we upgrade it, and we figure out where we can upgrade it. And I generally recommend, let me rephrase, I always recommend, although some people are already doing it, is a daily, weekly, monthly self-care routine. So daily is a little something every day that fills you up. Weekly is a little something more once a week. So maybe it's a yoga class or a massage or chiropractic appointment or a long walk around a nature preserve that maybe it's a drive for you or something like that. And then once a month, taking a full day to fill yourself up. It's that full day that we are going to talk about in this video. Now, if you're thinking, this is why it's a macro habit, right? So if you're thinking, I ain't got time for that, what the heck are you talking about, Laura? I really want you to stick with me, because I'm going to help you figure this out. It is possible. Trust me. I started this back when I was running my own business, which I still am, but back then I had 2 businesses, and I was homeschooling 2 small children, and that's when I started this, and it worked. So again, stick with me. I promise I've got you. So why is this important? Well, first of all, taking a full day for yourself is just a good thing, right? Like, doing something for yourself at least once a month for a day, it's just a good thing. And it will help you stay filled up. That is what's going to help you begin to get that cup really full. When I started doing this, my work transformed, my parenting transformed, being a partner to my spouse transformed. It was really, really tangible. I could see it, I could feel it. But the other thing is that's the time, at least once a month, where you can sit down and say, what do I need? Let me just take stock and see what's going on, because that's what I want people to do with their monthly day-long retreat, is to sit down and say, how's my physical body? How's my mental body? How's my emotional body? How's my spiritual body? Physically, am I exhausted? Have I been standing a ton? Is my work standing all the time? Or have I not been standing at all and I've been sitting at a desk what feels like 24/7, right? Mentally, am I spent? Have I just worked really hard with my mind and my mind is just overworked? Or the opposite, my life feels a little dull right now and I have not stimulated my mind in forever. I need to learn something new. I need something. Emotionally, do I need to connect with others? Are there any relationships that really need a little bit of love and attention? Are there any friendships that I have not been paying attention to, right? Like where I need to spend a little bit more time with people and to connect with friends or my spouse. Spiritual, that one, you know what? It depends on your spirituality, but how does it feel? For me, it's connecting to my deeper side. Like, have I slowed down enough to really listen to what's going on inside of me? So when you do once a month self-care, this is when you're really taking the time to figure out what it is you need. Your daily is sort of set. You're like, okay, every day I'm going to go for a quick walk around the block, or make sure I'm drinking enough water. Fantastic self-care techniques. This is where the micro comes in. Okay, those micro habits we talked about earlier. Those quick little things you can fit in that help you during the day. Your weekly is also pretty set. Maybe it is your yoga class. I'm going to mention a yoga class, right? Or it's something that is, more of an appointment or a class kind of thing, and it's sort of set. Your monthly is where you craft and cultivate and make it a little bit more in tune with your needs right here, right now. And when you're looking at your retreat day, I want to encourage you to think beyond manicures and hot baths, which are wonderful, FYI. If that's what fills you up, by all means do it. But this day is more about thinking, do I need to be alone? Or do I need to be with people? Do I need to be in my house? Do I need to be out of my house? Do I need to be in nature? You see what I'm saying? It's like your retreat day could be a raucous night, all-nighter at a nightclub, dancing the night away with your friends. That could be exactly what your heart needs right now to fill yourself up. And that's where I want you to go with your retreat day, right? Is to go beyond the usuals and figure out what it is you really need. Maybe it's time to learn a new hobby. Maybe you want to do a deep dive on YouTube on iPhone photography. That is one of my very favorite things to do in my spare time. I love photography, and I want to do it all on my phone because I do not want a big honking camera that I need to carry around, but I love to take photos. Maybe it's starting to learn a new language. Or maybe what you need, because this is often true for me, I need to binge a TV show. My brain is working overtime. I have pretty severe ADHD. I'm also an entrepreneur. I'm constantly creating like all the time. It's very hard for me to turn my mind off. So often my day-long retreat is a binge. I'll watch a season of a TV show and it's fantastic. It doesn't feel like a waste of time. I don't feel drained. I feel like this is exactly what I needed. I snuggle up in bed. Sometimes I even put my PJs on, get under the sheets, and I just let myself completely turn off. But it's with intention. And that's the biggest thing about this day is you want to be intentful, full of intention, intentional. Why was that so hard? So you want to be super intentional with your time and figure out ahead of time what it is you're going to do. Because that takes us into PTA-ing. So PTA-ing is a term that I came up with my own life coach, because I kept saying, I just feel like I'm using time in a way that doesn't feel fulfilling. I'm wasting time, and time is such a precious commodity. And I'm not talking, it feels like a waste of time when I'm relaxing or I'm taking a bath or going for a walk. That's a waste of time. No. It was just other things that feel like time wasters. You know what I'm talking about. And that could be like binging when it's not intentional, scrolling on my phone ad nauseum, where you just feel like I've just wasted a ton of time and I do not want to do that. So my coach and I have been working on it actually for about probably 5 years now, really just refining what we're talking about here. But we came up with the term PTA-ing. You ready? Pissing time away. Excuse the coarse language, but it really helps me make it a little bit more lighthearted. And also realize that is just not where I want to be. Like, I want to do self-care when I need self-care. I want to work when I want to work. I want to be with my family when I'm being with my family fully and completely, and use my time well. And that's why with a monthly retreat, you want to be intentional by planning it ahead of time. Otherwise, you tend to wake up and go, not quite sure what to do. Well, maybe I'll just clean the house or work or what. Do you see what I mean? Now, if you are someone who needs a day where you're like, I just need a day that's not scheduled, then that is being intentional. I need to wake up and just say, I want to lay in bed for another 2 hours. Then that is your day. Do you see what I'm saying? But you are intentionally saying, I want a day that's not scheduled. I want a day that I can be totally relaxed, off the clock, off the schedule. Now, if your hesitation is, oh my Lord, I cannot take a whole day. You have no idea what you're talking about, Laura. Stick with me. We're going to get into this now, okay? Because I get it. I realized I needed this when my kids were little. Like I said, they are both adults, and I am almost an empty nester. I'm an off and on empty nester nowadays. And I started when my kids were little because I realized just how depleted I was. My son was actually a very, very challenging child. Really challenging and very draining, and I had to be super intentional with keeping myself as filled up as I could, because he needed me filled up, and our daughter, our other child, definitely needed me filled up, right? And so what I did is I would take a day and I would just do fun things that all three of us enjoyed. Okay, so we would do a day where we watched 2 videos in a row, 2 movies, like a double feature with popcorn. And we put our feet up and relaxed. And then I stuck them in the bath for an hour. They love taking baths, right? And I would read a book sitting on the bathroom floor, right, with them. But I would read a book and just relax. Like, I found the things that we could do together that also helped fill me up. Then as they got older and it became easier for me to take time, it was hard for me to take time because it's like, oh, there are things to do. I got to do things. I got to do things. And so I would take a whole afternoon or a whole evening. Like, I felt like I could do that. I couldn't do a whole day. So I recommend that for you as well, is find a Friday evening. Sometimes Fridays or Sundays are easier for us to feel like we have more time to ourselves, and give yourself an afternoon or an evening to just do what fills you up, and then work up to a whole day. I'll be honest, confessions, I didn't start being able to take a whole day to myself. I was probably a good 8 years into this process. And again, I was waiting for my kids to be old enough to feel like I could. But even now that I'm an empty nester, I do still struggle with it. And I don't struggle nearly as much. Like, it's so much easier. And I actually X out the days on my calendar so I know when it's coming. And I schedule things around it so that I can keep it open and spacious. It's so much easier for me nowadays, for sure. But even then, there are times I don't take a full 12 days yet. And yes, it's a conversation I've been having with myself and my life coach for a very long time, for sure. But I probably take a good 8 or 9 to myself, and that is big. And the other reason it's gotten easier and easier is because I see its effect on me. I feel so much better the next day. I'm so much more efficient. I'm so much happier. I'm a better mom. I'm a better spouse. I'm better for all of you. It's just, life is easier when I do this for myself. Now be sure you stick to the end because I've got a first step for you to take. But before I get to that, I want to share with you, I have something to help you. This is something I've been wanting to create for years, and I finally got the first one done, and it is a home retreat kit. So if you want to use your home retreat time to help you take that next step in your manifesting, or to help you really relax and fill up, I got something for you. So each of the monthly kits are going to have a different theme. This first one is called Letting Go. So it's going to help you release on whatever level you need to release. I mean, we're talking, it could be your shoulder tension, it could be the anger you have towards your old boss, it could be letting go of a friendship, whatever it is, because we work on all levels of our body. I talk more about that in the kit itself. So each of the kits is going to have a coaching session, a really brief one, like 10 minutes. You're also going to get a yoga practice for the morning, a restorative yoga practice for the evening, and then some journaling prompts to help you get some of the feelings out. And you're also going to get a little something else. This one, I'm doing a quick tutorial on creating a grounding cord. We're using a grounding cord in the restorative yoga, so I talk about it. So if you want to check it out, definitely check the link below and go grab yourself your first monthly retreat kit. And if you want a little bit more help around developing your own self-care, definitely check out my Radical Self-Care Toolkit. So it talks about the daily, weekly, monthly. It talks about your own self-care journey and why you are where you are and how you can begin to shift and change it. All sorts of things. It's full of good stuff. So the link will be below. So go check it out. It's in the show notes. I want to share with you a next step before we leave. What I want you to do is to open up your calendar and find a day for the next 3 months. So one day a month where you can take time for yourself and make it an easy day. So this is a day where you normally don't have a lot going on. So it's not hard to set aside a little bit of time. And again, an afternoon counts, an evening counts. Take a full day if you can, but I totally get if you can't. Believe me, I get if you can't. No judgment, 100%. But just set aside that time and then give yourself warning that it's coming. Put it in your phone. I've got 2 days or a week, however long you need until my retreat day, and then take a little bit of time to plan it out. Figure out what it is you want. All right. It's a good thing, y'all. It really, really is. And it's going to help you in your manifesting if you're feeling stuck. It's going to help you in your life if you're just feeling stuck. It's going to help you feel better. It's going to help you be happier, have more energy. It's going to help you on so many levels. Hey, thanks for listening. If you got this far, I would really love it if you would share this with a friend. Share this with your best friend, someone with whom maybe you could do retreat days together. Maybe not actually together, but do them on the same day and be accountability buddies or something. That could be super powerful, and I would really appreciate it. All right, thanks for coming. We'll see you in the next episode.